नमस्कार। आज हम इस योग दिवस के अवसर पर सुबु भैया का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। सुबु भैया,
नमस्ते, स्वागत। और डॉक्टर मोनिका सचिन और सारे योग मित्रों का इस 11th ईयर एनिवर्सरी ऑफ इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ योगा मेरा हार्दिक शुभकामना।
बहुत बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। ड्रीम कम ट्रू कि मेरे योगा पॉडकास्ट में कि भैया का, शुभु भैया का पॉडकास्ट आना एक मैंडेटरी थिंग थी, और आ गया ये। मतलब आफ्टर, मतलब आपकी जो जर्नी रही, हम थोड़ा सा परिचय देना चाहेंगे। भैया ने कहा नहीं थोड़ा, लेकिन भैया इतना सारे वर्क हैं कि योगा पाइनियर के तौर पर है भैया। सर्विस कम्युनिटी के लिए किसी भी, मतलब जैसे कहते हैं वन कॉल अवे जो फ्रेंड होता है, आधी रात को भी 2 AM फ्रेंड, उसी तरीके से एक योग मित्र ग्रुप को चलाते हैं भैया। बहुत ही सुंदर तरीके से कम्युनिटी है। साथ ही साथ कम्युनिटी वर्क किया जो एस व्यासा से, साथ ही साथ ऋषिकेश की एकेडमी से, आपका जैसे कन्याकुमारी से, मतलब पूरा तो कह सकते हैं कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी की जो योग के साथ में जर्नी रही भैया की, इंडियन योगा एसोसिएशन के माध्यम से भी, और जो बहुत ही सुंदर आध्यात्म योग एकेडमी जो चलाते हैं भैया, उसके बारे में भी हम बात करेंगे। तो बहुत बहुत हार्दिक स्वागत है आपका हमारे इस पे योगा पॉडकास्ट में। अब हम पूछना चाहेंगे कि बीइंग अ इंजीनियर, हाउ यू मतलब कम थ्रू टू जर्नी टू योगा, कैसे आपने योगा का कम्युनिटी ज्वाइन किया, कैसे मतलब शुरुआत हुई योगा फायर की?
मैं ज्यादा कुछ इंग्लिश में बोलता हूँ, हिंदी
जी
मेरा उतना
प्लीज। हाँ,
कंफर्टेबल नहीं
नो
रहता
प्रॉब्लम, विच
है।
एवर लैंग्वेज प्लीज भैया।
So, so when I started, you know, yoga, it is not just after my engineering. It started right from my early childhood. So yoga is not something which came in the middle of my life. It started with my life, or I started my life
लवली,
with yoga.
लवली।
And when I say yoga, it is not only restricted to the asana, pranayama, amdaraja yoga. I grew up in an environment of bhakti yoga more, right from my childhood. मेरे बचपन से भक्तियों का जो वातावरण था, so मेरा गुरुदेव श्री श्री कृष्ण प्रेमी महाराज का blessings right from my childhood. I used to go to Ramakrishna Mutt. We have the Sadhu Sangh, Agila Bharata Sadhu Sangh of my guru. So I used to go to Vivekananda Kendra at Kanyakumari as a student, as a school student, college student. I used to go there. So like I was exposed to various spiritual organizations.
जी जी
So I saw
जी।
spirituality as such right from my early childhood. So शंकराचार्य दोनों मठ का, जो साउथ में दो प्रधान मठ है शंकराचार्य का, एक श्रृंगेरी का मठ है और कांची का मकोटी पीठम है। इस दोनों का शंकराचार्य को आशीर्वाद भी बचपन से मिल रहा था, बहुत
वाह,
आसान से मुझे। हमारा घर का
वाह, वाह,
just our house environment was such that
वाह।
whenever I used to go to my grandmother's house in Kochi in Kerala, Queen of Arabians, I was born there. So there were a lot of spiritual activities which used to happen there. Kaladi,
लवली।
Adi Shankaracharya's birthplace was just very close to us. So we used to go for Shankara Jayanti and have Shankaracharya's darshan. Madurai, where I grew up, my father's place. There also I had a such wonderful thing. Even a school where I studied in a Christian institution, Seventh Day Adventist. There we used to have the Bible being taught there, you know, and even the ancient Tamil literature. So Tamil is our mother tongue. I used to study that. So all those inspired me towards spirituality as such. And in this journey up to reaching this engineering, my parents would have had tough time of
हम्म।
holding me, making me to go to school properly, go to college properly.
अच्छा, ओके।
So they do not know when I would have run out from my home. You know,
ओके।
क्योंकि मैं साधु सन्यासियों के साथ ही ज्यादा घूमता हूँ, उनके पीछे पीछे दौड़ता हूँ। अगर कोई सन्यासी आ गया तो मेरा माँ का डर हो जाता है, कभी उनके पीछे पीछे वे भी
जी
दौड़ जाते हैं।
जी जी जी।
तो ऐसा मैं कभी बहुत सारे ट्राई भी किया, ट्रायल भी बहुत सारे घर से निकाल के, क्योंकि तब हम ये सुनते हैं ना चरित्र, ध्रुव का चरित्र, प्रहलाद के चरित्र, ये सब जो सुनते हैं, कथा, भागवत कथा बहुत सुनते हैं मैं बचपन से। सो हम भी ध्रुव जैसा होना है, सो वन में जाकर
जी
तपस करना है। ऐसा कभी मैं रात को घर से निकल जाता हूँ। Even in my school days, I had left my home, and my father would have tough time to search me and bring me back. तो तब पर आकर मुझे क्षेत्र में वापस लाना है, तो
वाह।
ऐसा उनका था, चल रहा था। So even when I had joined my engineering, I joined engineering, and that is when I had run out of home. I left to Belur Mutt in Kolkata. We have Belur Mutt, the
हाँ हाँ।
headquarters of Ramakrishna Mission.
जी जी
So
जी।
by then I had taken my mantra diksha from Srimad Swami Atmasthananji Maharaj, my diksha guru from Ramakrishna Mutt. Incidentally, he is the guru of our Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji. So in various aspects, I become a guru bhai for Modi ji.
Lovely.
So spirituality, Swami Atmasthan ji Maharaj is his guide. And similarly, I got the privilege of getting blessings from Maharaj ji by the Mantra Diksha. Similarly, Yoga Guru, our Yoga Guru, my Yoga Guru is Dr. H.R. Nagendra Guruji. And similarly, the Yoga Guru of Modi ji is our beloved Guruji Nagendra ji. And Vedanta, we come in the parampara of Puja Swami Dayanand Saraswati. So Modi ji also have a lot of connection with Swami Dayanand Saraswati. That way, and then sung RSS in the
Ji,
patriotic thing.
ji, ji.
So I can see that we have a lot of commonalities. That's a separate thing.
No,
But
no, it's
the point
lovely
is,
thing. It's lovely. You are
the
also
point is
doing
when
very
I
good
left
work to the
the
community, bhaiya. Ha,
yes.
that is so good.
So the
Huh?
point is I left college when I was there in the it was a third semester, second year ka starting hai. So we used to have very big books. Engineering college का बड़ा बुक देते हैं जो फीस में इंक्लूडेड है, तो इतना बड़ा बुक्स दिया था। मैंने कलकत्ता जाने का प्लान कर दिया। सो पैसा नहीं होता है ना आजकल, तो बच्चों के साथ बात पॉकेट मनी होता, हमारे साथ
होता
पॉकेट ही नहीं होता है, पॉकेट मनी कैसे, तो वेरी डिफिकल्ट। सो मैंने वो सारे बुक्स को बेच दिए। I sold the books half rate. One book is 100 rupees, 200 rupees. जो बड़ा जो
जी, जी,
electronic.
जी.
I was doing my EC, electronics and communication engineering.
Very good.
So I had sold them and got some money. Even 500, 600 तो both,
बड़ा होता
25
था.
years back, बड़ा money है। उससे टिकट लेकर मदुरई से चेन्नई जाकर, फिर वहां से ट्रेन चेंज होकर हावड़ा जाना था, बेलूर मठ जाकर वहां पे ब्रह्मचारी के रूप में ज्वाइन कर दिया मैंने। और एक साल के ऊपर में वहां पे मेरा साधना, शिक्षण, बहुत अच्छा वातावरण, प्लेस वेयर Swami Vivekananda lived, Sharda Mata had walked. The presence of Ramakrishna is very much there. Ganga ke, kinare. It's a
बहुत ही
beautiful
सुंदर. जी,
heaven on the earth.
जी, जी,
So I was
जी.
there learning from great masters, everything. Meanwhile, my parents had the continuous struggle of calling me back. Those days communication ज्यादा होते नहीं, ये STD call करना भी मुश्किल है।
काफी, हाँ.
Mother was praying a lot, and my mother came there successfully. She could convince the Swamiji there, our Acharya there, and then and I was advised by our Maharaj there, Puja Swami Ranganatharji Maharaj. He was the international president there. So he advised me that you have a good parents. They want you to study. Your mother is not. He made me to understand. Your mother is not against your growth in spirituality or yoga. As a mother, as a parent, she wants to do her duty of educating you, which every parent would obviously want to do. So in their term, education is engineering, medical, the professional education. My education is ya vidya sa vimuchyate. Education is that which liberates you. That is Adhyatma Vidya. Krishna says in the Gita, Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. This Adhyatma Vidya, spiritual knowledge is ultimate. So when it was whatever age it is, it's not after retirement. When we see Dhruva, Prahalada, Nachiketa, Satyakama, all those people, So
it's like a पूर्व जन्म संस्कार ना, आपका पूर्व जन्म संस्कार, upbringing, and it's all atmosphere. आप कह रहे हैं कि mother, father, दादी दादा, grandparents का जो blessings है, जो positivities है, that is like you, हाँ.
Very much. No, the house environment, the surroundings where I grew, everything actually, the school I went, everything added to it. But they never expected. See, all parents know when any Mahatma,
exactly,
they would wish them, they would do namaskaram to them, but they don't want their son to be in that
there,
place.
exactly, हाँ.
But
They were being in a grasp, हाँ.
I want to be in their place. So I would always look at me. मैं अगर एक गिरुआ पहन के उनके स्थान पे बैठा तो कैसा है? That was my view.
Okay.
So of course then Swamiji actually made me realize. He said your mother is not against your spiritual life, but she wants to educate. So go finish your education, do your PG, do PhD, work sometime. You have more experience, then you can do better. You can grow in spirituality much better. And therefore, on the advice of Maharaj, then when elders tell, no, we can't argue. So I accepted his blessings and I came back with my mother and continued my engineering. In fact, I should tell people that when I came back, I had 3 semesters exams together.
Okay.
I had left in my 3rd semester, left the college. I was there in the ashram. When I came back, 3 semester ka backlogs. So अरियर्स बोलते हैं, इंजीनियरिंग में उतना आसान नहीं
हाँ
है।
जी जी जी।
मैं आने से कुछ ही दिन में मेरा सेमेस्टर का एग्जाम था, और मेरे प्रिंसिपल चेयरपर्सन सारे कॉलेज में, मैं बहुत पॉपुलर था कॉलेज में भी तब तब से भी। they were waiting for me to come back and join the college and continue, so they gave me the clearance to appear. Actually attendance का shortage होता है,
जी
ये
जी
सब,
जी जी।
but they took care of the formalities so that I can appear for the exam. So रात को जो स्टूडेंट्स, बाकी जो स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ते हैं रात का नाइट स्टडी, जो बैठ के ग्रुप स्टडी पढ़ते हैं, मैं देखता हूँ उसमें क्या है कैसा है, क्योंकि मैं क्लास ही अटेंड किया नहीं, तो बुक्स
जी।
को भी सारे बेच के चले गया, बुक्स को टच ही किया नहीं।
जी
तो देखते कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीज को ग्रास्प, तो इसमें आई रियलाइज हाउ द मेडिटेशन आई हैव डन सो फार,
जी
yoga I have done so far, pranayama which I have done so far, japa I used to do a lot of chanting japa, all those helped me and within very short time to grasp essentials. I would not say everything I could, but I could get from the bright students who are already attended classes. Some teachers also helped me, professors.
वाओ।
So how, what was important? And मैंने लगभग मे बी 16 से अधिक पेपर एक ही सेमेस्टर पे सारे क्लियर किया मैंने, 3 सेमेस्टर का।
वेरी गुड वाओ।
Though max was little tough for me, so I didn't take that. Engineering max बहुत होता है, max तो work करना है, problem करना है, without coaching I cannot do, so I skipped the max for the next semester.
हाँ
बाकी सारे theory, practical subjects I could clear that. So there I could see the power of yoga, meditation, concentration, how it all can help. So
जी
when I completed the engineering, then what next? Right? This question comes, what next? So that's where you're asking how you from engineer, how you became. So this journey started right from the early childhood, but now I have completed the engineering. And now if I continue, further, this will go on, in the technical field, career, but I don't want that. But you remember my Maharaj had told in Belurumat that you have to complete higher studies
हम्म।
before becoming a sadhu. Do your higher studies, do your PG, all PhD, all he had advised. So engineering में मन नहीं है कैसा, what else? So there should be something alternative, I was thinking. So meanwhile, I told you I was connected with Vivekananda Kendra, even with S. Vyasa, which was then part of Vivekananda Kendra Kanyakumari. So I had a very good acquaintance with Guruji, Dr. Nagaratna Didi, Mohanji, and all elders there. I'd come for some camps and all earlier. So I had an idea that by then SVS had become a university. 2000 के पहले एक विवेकानंद केंद्र थे.
केंद्र थे।
So by now it became a university. So academic courses were there. We had an affiliation with Hindu University of America. So we had MS in yogic science. All those were there. So anyhow, after engineering, every student will do. They want to do MS. They want to do MS in US. So I was telling my mother, I will do MS. She didn't know what MS it is. No, it's been engineering something she was thinking.
Exactly yeah।
So, but in Bangalore, it was there. So I decided to come here. Meanwhile, I had completed my instructor's course. 1 month I stayed there. That was a great experience because I could learn
एग्जैक्टली।
directly from Dr. Nagendra ji, Guruji, Dr. Nagaratna ji,
वाओ।
Raghuram ji. We had a lion of Vedanta, of yoga, called Professor NVC Swami. He was a
हम्म।
former director of IIT. So all of our generation, Omkar and all of us, we had the great privilege of learning directly from Professor Swami. He was an encyclopedia
एग्जैक्टली
of
जी
Swami
जी
Vivekananda,
जी जी।
encyclopedia of Vedanta, or any Upanishad, any text, and he was scientific at one side, he was spiritual at other side.
फिलोसफिकल हाँ।
So all those, when I learned from all of them, it had a great, inspiration that I could convince my parents and come and join here at the Hindu University of America. In fact, I had enrolled first for the doctorate studies. After professional degree, those days we could do a doctorate directly. I had joined, but then I was seeing people are taking long time. किससे पूछने से एक बलराम भाई आते वो बोल रहे मैं 6 साल से PhD कर रहा हूँ और कोई मैं
हाँ
8 साल से
जी
कर रहा
जी
हूँ.
जी। ये भी एक
Nowadays
बड़ा है,
people
बिल्कुल सही करें हाँ।
Nowadays people want instant PhD. Yesterday I saw someone, कुछ रिसर्च ही किया नहीं, सिर के ऊपर टोपी डाल दिया, मैं डॉक्टरेट हो गया. बहुत सारे फेक भी होता है, बहुत सारे ऐसा अपने आप लेने का होता है, और सो कॉल्ड हॉनरी डॉक्टरेट्स के नाम पे बहुत कुछ आजकल का चल रहा है. But the place where I grew up, where research was very strictly,
जी
yoga anusandhana,
जी
Vyasa,
जी
is
जी।
yoga anusandhana, and
अन्वेषण
with me
हाँ।
being another scientist who took up establishing this university, great stalwarts, Dr. Shirley Tellers, Dr. Naveen Bhaiya, our today's current Vice Chancellor, Dr. Manjunath Bhaiya. Great many people we were seeing around across the TM Srinivasan, Dr. Ramchandra Patel Spirituality, all were giants there. So they were big, but my mind was not in research or anything, though for Swamiji's advice I did. So when I went there to that place, I got like totally, I got that lost, I lost my Belur Mat days, right? वो मिल गया बाद में मुझे
हाँ
यहाँ मिल गया बहुत बढ़िया आजकल लोग यूनिवर्सिटी के दृष्टि से देखते हैं वैसा कैंपस को उस दिन तो 20 साल पहले इट वाज an ashram we
आश्रम
had Lakshmi Amma Lakshmi auntie who established
लक्ष्मी
this
आंटी
place
जी 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 जी
so we had the privilege of being with all those people so मैंने भूल गया तो क्या काम से आए मैंने कुछ कोर्स करने के लिए आया पढ़ने के लिए आया डिग्री या पीएचडी वो सब भूल के पूरा बिल्कुल फ्री बर्ड मेरे सेवा parents were also happy that he didn't wear Gerwa cloth and he is with educated people,
जी
PhDs, or not, there's such a NASA scientist like our Guruji
जी
and
जी
on
जी
Nagendraji.
जी जी जी
Not visible. I'll just push
नो
this
प्रॉब्लम
slide.
भैया हाँ 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 यस यस है गुरुजी पिक्चर इज नाउ सीइंग हाँ
So we had people like Guruji, Dr. Nagaratna, all medical people. By then, my parents also had moved to Bangalore. My brother, elderly brother, he was working in a software company in Bangalore. So almost he got married. So the whole family got shifted to Bangalore. So I was happily in our ashram in Prashanti, and rest of the family were in Bangalore. So they could see me, what I was doing, the growth they could see. So they had
यस
left me like that. So that's how I came from engineering to the human engineering. Or Guruji always
ह्यूमन
used to say,
इंजीनियरिंग
it's a journey of engineering to human. He was somebody who set the path. In those days,
एग्जैक्टली
from being a mechanical engineer to this yoga, when people used to ask me, he say, no, I'm still in engineering. Instead of machines, instead of being mechanical engineer, I become a human engineer.
ह्यूमन इंजीनियर
So
एग्जैक्टली
I followed the same. That's
So
it.
it's so beautiful journey and beautiful matlab spiritual wisdom so good. So what do you suggest to a newcomer? Challenges तो आए होंगे जैसे हमारा second question होता है challenges हैं तो आपने challenges को भी इतना beautifully community service में change कर दिया है और आपकी जो spiritual journey रही या मैं कहूंगी जो spiritual wisdom रहा उससे ये challenges तो कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहे हैं आप कितना सुंदर तरीके से बाहर आए और कितना सुंदर तरीके से अभी लोगों की कम्युनिटी सर्विस कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में तो मैं आपसे डायरेक्ट ये पूछना चाहूंगी भैया कि हाउ यू मतलब व्हाट यू सजेस्ट टू ए न्यू कमर जैसे आप तो एक इंजीनियरिंग से इतने सुंदर चाइल्ड प्रोडिजी थे आप जैसे योग में उसके बाद आपने योग में इतना सुंदर अभी भी काम इतना सब काम कर रहे हैं तो आप एक नए एक बंदे को किस तरीके से आप न्यू कमर को सजेस्ट करेंगे कि हाउ दे कैन स्टार्ट देयर जर्नी
Wonderful. Every challenges are opportunities, right? I did have challenges. The biggest challenge was my mother in my early days.
no mother is
But
right na mother don't want to be you want to be a grahast actually don't be a sadhu actually
no, she didn't want me to be grahastha. She wanted me to be an educated person.
okay
He
okay
never had come in the way of, I still remain a celibate, a brahmachari. I follow Guruji.
जी
When I saw Nagendraji, I learned that to be a, sadhu, to be a yogi, you don't have to be a sannyas.
जी जी
That was
ये
a
भी
great,
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है
the lesson I learned from Dr. Nagendraji because he was somebody in white clad, simple white clothes. Even I wear different, I'm fond of dressing now. I follow Modi
no
ji.
no
That
it's
was.
so good it's so good
But Guruji still, all this is 80 plus. We have seen him only being in white dhoti and
white
white shirt, simple. He may be in America, he may go to UNO, he may go anywhere. He is always the same, right?
same
So when I saw him, I learned, okay, you don't have to wear a sa. He was much more than many sadhus, I would say, who used to
जी
wear their orange clothes, right? And I had a grihastha, my spiritual guru, Shishi Krishna Premi Maharaj, and his son, Dr. Anganji, who was my acharya. They are all grihasthas. So even grihastha is fine, but I personally had chosen that it may not suit me. So I want to remain a brahmachari. My mother would always say that she never, had come to me and disturbed me about shadi or whatever. She would say, I don't want to spoil the life of a girl knowing about you by getting you married. So
okay
you enjoy your freedom. I don't want
wow
to.
wow तो blessed
That
with
is
good
what she had given.
blessed with so good parents actually great
Therefore,
great
grihastha, but remaining a brahmachari. And therefore, because first and foremost is, I know I can't earn money. If you have to be a grihastha, I got to earn money.
hmm
So मेरा तो बचपन से वो रामकृष्ण मिशन का साधुओं को देखकर और केंद्र का कार्यकर्ताओं को देखकर जो सेवा भाव बहुत, so इसलिए अर्निंग इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी. So these are the different things which I had. Of course, because of the spiritual inclination, the goal ultimate which I had, I could come over the challenges. Today's world, if you see, people who come to yoga as such, they all are coming out of like interest in profession. We came out of passion.
जी जी जी
So we had a generation, when we saw Guruji, you see all these gurus were there. They formed the governing council of our Indian Yoga
जी
Association.
जी जी
Ramdev Baba, Sri Shavi Shankar, Jaggi Vasdevji, Dr. Pranav, all these people. Each one is
जी
highly qualified. But they
जी
left everything and came, for a higher purpose. And because of them today, lakhs and lakhs of people are benefited.
जी जी
So I
जी
looked at those generations, and I was inspired. So in those days, even at SVSR, people many who came, they would have something to do. There'd be Ayurveda doctors, great medical doctors. We had wonderful people. Hasmukh Kadia, who was the principal chief secretary of Narendra Modi, then in Gujarat, IAS officer. He was the one behind the financial reforms after he became the prime minister, the demonetization and all those. Hasmukh Kadia was such a great brain. So he was there with us in yoga. So people who had something else to do, they want to add yoga as a value to their life, to add meaning to their life, maybe
एग्जैक्टली
add a little more passion to their profession.
जी जी जी
So this,
ये आप
in fact, they had challenges in their earlier profession, and yoga helped them to solve those. But आजकल का बच्चे जो योगा में आ रहे हैं, they want to make yoga as a profession. They are in IT, but then they come to a middle-age crisis. They think YT can give them more benefit than IT.
जी जी
In fact, because of them, yoga is becoming more commercial.
एग्जैक्टली
Yoga should become more professional. I accept it to become more professional, professionally organized. That is where organization, institution like IYA, we are working a lot to set right, giving it a proper organized way. Usually, again, my another mentor, Dr. Ananda Bala Yogi ji used to say, we should improve our standards in yoga and not standardize yoga. We are trying to standardize yoga. We should not standardize yoga, but improve our standards in yoga. What Dr.
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली इट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट कि हाँ वी शुड इम्प्रूव द स्टैंडर्ड नॉट स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन बिकॉज योगा इज
Ananda
हाँ परफेक्ट बट वी हैव टू जस्ट यस परफेक्ट भैया इट्स सो गुड इट्स लाइक यू गिव मी अ थंबनेल टाइटल
So I thought it was, as it was, I see that these young people who are coming very good. We need people who can come instead of IT, instead of your PT, something YT, yoga teaching, yoga therapy is much more. It's very good. But what are the first challenges? Financial challenges the most for everyone. Na? So even Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Artha jiknyasu artharthi jnani sabhardarsha. So artha is the money, which is very important, financial problem, which comes for every person, right? So they need to understand first and foremost, they cannot compare this profession of yoga with other fields like, it could be like IT or BT or everything, because it makes yoga unaffordable for many people. Because of this now, every hour people are charging per hour, how much I do for an hour. I don't discourage it, but same time, it is not giving happy to people like me. It should get more structured in a way. These things, so challenges to overcome. Financial challenges. What I see, and other thing is today people they don't go deep into the subject knowledge. एक कोर्स ज्वाइन करने में हम लोग एक कोर्स करने के बाद और क्या करेंगे और आगे कैसा पढ़ेंगे. चरे वेदी दिस वाज द
चलिए जी
क्वेस्ट. एक कोर्स ज्वाइन करने से उनका वेबसाइट तैयार कर जाता है, एप्लीकेशन तैयार हो जाता है, ब्रांडिंग नेम, मार्केटिंग, सारे कुछ. So no doubt in today's world it's okay, it's important. I don't today it's all Instagram yogis, instant
हाँ
yogis.
हाँ
As Patanjali says, satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito dridha bhumi dirgha kala yatra it is. But today's generation they want everything instant.
जी
No,
जी
go deep, try to go to the sources of yoga, not just some asanas or pranayama learning. What is it told yoga philosophy in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, even about the technical aspects, the asanas and everything. What is it told in the Hatha Yoga Pratipika, Garanda Samhita, and even native, wonderful. अगर आप गुजरात से हैं तो गुजरात के भी वहां के ये नहीं योगी है तो ओनली पतंजलि और स्वात्मा रामा कृष्णा, हर स्टेट में, you go to Odisha, you go to Northeast even, or Tamil Nadu. Anywhere, India, Bharat has produced wonderful yogis from thousands of years. Quote their source, what they are given. And there are different, traditions in yoga. Yoga is a vast ocean, right? So different traditions are there, different paths are there. Every masters have given their own uniqueness. So
एग्जैक्टली,
it's quite
बिल्कुल,
it's
जैसे
quite
आपने
open.
बताया
That's where in IYA, it's unifying, synergizing the diverse traditions of yoga.
ऑफ योगा।
Each one is unique. They're not the same. जैसा रामदेव बाबा करते हैं ऐसा नागेंद्र जी नहीं करते हैं, जैसा रविशंकर जी करते हैं ऐसा जग्गी वासुदेव नहीं करते हैं। हर एक का एक यूनिकनेस है। But let us be open and learn all this. Then all these challenges, that will go away when we are very much empowered. Main is the knowledge base. Experience, जितना हमारा experience is not teaching, in practicing. आजकल का टीचर्स का क्या हो रहा है, हाँ मैं सीख लिया, वहां जाकर कुछ भी जादूगर करके मैनेज कर लो, आई नो हाउ टू टॉक, आई नो हाउ टू इम्प्रेस द पीपल, कुछ जादूगर करेंगे वहां जाकर ऐसा कर लेंगे, ऐसा नहीं। कितना आप साधना कर रहे हैं। ब्राह्मी मुहूर्ते उत्थाप्य, यू हैव टू गेट अप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, 4 बजे, आजकल वो 6 बजे उठते हैं, वो भी क्लाइंट कॉल करते रहते हैं, नहीं आया, इतना देर से वेट कर रहे हैं, परेशान से लोग उठ के ब्रश भी नहीं करते हैं, कुछ सेंट डाल के क्लास में चले जाते हैं, है ना।
नहीं नहीं, खैर हाँ, वो तो
और
जैसे
वहां
आपने
पे वो
कहा
एक
अर्थ
दो
योगा
घंटे करते हैं,
अनुशासनम। हाँ
दूसरा
जी।
क्लास का काउंट करते हैं, वहां चले जाते हैं। ये
नहीं,
नहीं
ये
है।
तो
व्हेन वी
गलत
डू
है।
समथिंग, गिव अप, प्रॉपर, your mind into that, and properly you should do justice to then that when you do properly to one, then automatically with reference it will grow. That so organically you can grow your profession also. So these are something which I think one is deepening the knowledge, experience of practicing yourself. Your sadhana
एग्जैक्टली,
is very important. I've
बल्कि
seen,
हाँ,
Guruji, he gets up at 2:30. I feel ashamed. I get up at 3:30 a.m. Even now, 3:30, when I get up, I think of Pratha Smarana. I sit and think of all my gurus. When I think of Nagendraji, I feel ashamed because he gets up 2:30. We would get, emails at early in the morning. 2:30 he
ओके,
get up and he does this sadhana. उनके बहुत सारे साधना होते हैं, पूजा होते हैं, जब होता है, I've been traveling with him for a lot of years when I
जी
used to be at
जी, आप
Vaishnavi.
बता रहे थे, हाँ,
So,
उनके सेक्रेटरी
so I
रहे
have
हैं आप,
seen
हाँ।
how dedicated, these are. So this self practice is very much important with our yoga teachers today who have taken up their yoga as a profession full time. So these are some thing which I would say.
एग्जैक्टली, इसीलिए आप लोग भी हेल्प कर रहे हैं ना, यू आर ए लाइक फाउंडेशन की तरह। जैसे आपने योगा डे के लिए कहा, हम 11th योगा डे मना रहे हैं। तो 2014 में जब शुरुआत हुई थी यूएनओ से डिक्लेरेशन का, उसका जो प्रोसेस के जो आप कोऑर्डिनेटर रहे थे, तो उसके बारे में भी प्लीज आज योगा डे के उपलक्ष्य में प्लीज बताइए। बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सी स्टोरी होगी वो, आप बता रहे थे, बड़ा अच्छा लगेगा वो हमारे व्यूवर्स को भी।
I've spoken about it a lot of times. So today we are, in the 11th year, the 11th International Day of Yoga we are celebrating, and 10 years we have completed. And thanks to, again, our dynamic Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, who took it to the UNO. And when he spoke about this International Day of Yoga, the proposal was first made, in September 2014. Immediately, 177 nations of the world immediately co-sponsored this proposal. And we see the history today, more than 196 nations are celebrating the International Day of Yoga. But much before that, actually in 2011, this whole scenario started in 2011.
ओके,
And much before that, even Guruji had always been speaking about this. His idea was always synergizing, bringing all yoga traditions together, synergizing. That's where the Indian Yoga Association and various steps he was taking. And the part of his International Day of Yoga commencement was very much required. So we want to bring all yoga masters, all great legendary pioneers together. Not an easy job to meet them
एग्जैक्टली,
all, to get them. So many people worked on it. Dr. Ishwar Basavareddy ji, who is also part
हम्म,
of the governing council of our
जी जी,
Indian Yoga Association, who was the former director of the Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga. He played a great role in unifying this all this great legendary masters.
वाह,
Similarly, that time we had a global yoga summit in Bangalore at Art of Living in 2011. Dr. Naveen Vishweshwaraya my senior yogi brother, who was our mentor in Prashanti. Today he is the president of the Naturopathy Graduates Organization and great yoga naturopathy researcher. So along with him, I got a chance to coordinate. So meet all these gurus. You would see in my early days photographs in maybe in social media of being with Sri Ji or with Jaggi Vasudev Ji, all those people. And that is how I could go to them all, meet them, get their concern. So in 2011 in Bangalore, we had the great Swami Amarta Suryananda from Portugal. He was also main instrument. And all come together. And that is when the declaration, Dr. B.K. Iyengarji, Ramdev Baba, everybody from various traditions, we had masters. And they all had signed together the declaration for the International Day of Yoga on June 21st. So why this day? I was not convinced. Actually, I thought there should be some traditional day, like, we have the for example, we do the Surya Jayanti, Ratha Saptami we do,
हाँ हाँ,
or Patanjali Jayanti, something
ट्रेडिशनल,
like that
हाँ हाँ,
could
फ्रॉम
be
आवर
taken.
हिंदी कैलेंडर, हाँ, फ्रॉम आवर यार हिंदू कैलेंडर, हाँ, सनातन कैलेंडर.
So, but now Guruji was telling it should be universally applicable.
Exactly.
Even when we talk about the sutra, like Yoga Sutra, Bhakti Sutra, Sutra Lakshana, usme Vishwato Mukam. It should be universally applicable. We may say someday, even if we say Patanjali Jayanti, we would have 2-3 Jayantis in India. Some tradition
जी,
will have someday, किसी को नया साल अभी होता है किसी स्टेट
न्यू
में और
ईयर.
दूसरा दिन होते हैं. Even Purnima for some people was yesterday, for some people today. So
जी
this differs.
जी जी.
So standard, kind of universally acceptable dates. So something longer day. The summer solstice connected to nature, connected to Surya. And Surya is the first ever receiver of yogic knowledge from Krishna, and he is the center of the entire, the universe, the cosmos, with all those being, and yoga also. We have everything connected to nature. So in that aspect, this international day of yoga being on 21st, all the masters agreed, they signed. Immediately, they tried taking it to the then government and but there should be some yogi who practices, na? अगर वो लोग प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते हैं तो उनको उसका महत्व कैसे जानते हैं?
जी जी
So
जी,
it
तो वो
waited 3 years,
एसेंस.
2014. So when the Modi Sarkar came, Guruji called a few of us, Dr. Venkatram, Dr. Nagendraji's own brother. He was my, what you call, friend, philosopher, guide. Where I am sitting now, what I am doing, a lot of credit goes to Dr. Venkatramji and Dr. Lata Venkatram. They are my godparents, who mentor me a lot. So Venkatramji, Dr. Sudhir Deshpande, and me, we were the three when Guruji called us and said, we need to organize a big event. 2014, and in BMS College grounds, we had organized within short time, maybe less than a week's time. That's why even now we have only week time, 9 days. बहुत लोग अरे 9 days है योग संगम बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम आपको करना है, and you are kind of still in a very easy mode. I said I have worked in such short notice organizing big events, thanks to Guruji who had given us the training, so we could organize. So after that event, the whole press note and everything, whatever it happened. So Guruji had taken all those, to Modi ji, and along with other yogis of the IYA, and all of them together, when they approached Modi ji, he could know the importance of yoga, being himself a practitioner, a sadhaka. So he did this magic, the you will know. So now we see the rest to be happening.
ब्यूटीफुल.
So
हाँ,
these are all
हिस्ट्री मेक
experience
यू
of
मेक द
meeting.
हिस्ट्री भैया, यू मेड द हिस्ट्री. 21st June is so precious to us and for our yoga, मतलब all the future generation ना, it's a beautiful gift, a beautiful blessing to each and every yoga person. So thank you so much for this beautiful gift to us. Thank you, it's lovely. And just tell me about your Indian Yoga Association and Adhyatma Yoga Academy and Yogamitra series, how you help the yoga community. It's so beautiful. I also मतलब आपको साथ जुड़ी हुई हूँ मैं भी, लेकिन बड़ा अच्छा लगता है आपके पोस्ट देख के. आप फ्री योगा सेशंस भी कराते हैं, योग यात्रा कराते हैं और बहुत सारी कम्युनिटी की हेल्प करते हैं. तो वो किस तरीके से करते हैं वो भी हमारे व्यूअर्स को प्लीज बताएं.
Just a minute, I'll just pause here.
श्योर.
एक किसी को बोलकर मैं
हाँ जी, आप बता रहे थे आध्यात्म योग एकेडमी, इंडियन योगा एसोसिएशन और योग मित्रा का जो इतना सुंदर आप काम कर रहे हैं, उसमें किस तरीके से लोग आपसे जुड़ सकते हैं और कैसे आपकी मतलब एक कम्युनिटी सर्विस हो रही है, प्लीज बताएं.
See, I told you when I joined Prashanti means SVASA. So the campus where SVASA is located, we call it as Prashanti Kutiram.
Shanti.
And when I went there, the question of what next stopped for me. When I went there, no, when I felt that is my home, that is my place, that's my sadhana kshetra, seva kshetra. So whatever I want, I was getting there, you know. So good environment, good satsanga, good people's company, great masters I can learn. I had opportunity to do seva to great people. You know, whole world was coming there. Hum dunya, we don't have to go outside. World was coming there. So such a
एग्जैक्टली
wonderful
बहुत ही
place.
सुंदर हाँ जी जी जी
So very happy, being there. I never thought, I never had a dream, I never had a plan. I never thought of what next tomorrow. You know, always here and now. So that is
वाह
how always I had been. It so happened suddenly, like after I told you 2014, and when this Modi government came, lot of things around yoga started. So then Dr. Venkatramji, I was telling about him, Guruji's brother. He was the registrar of SVASA. Great, wonderful, a wonderful soul connecting a lot of people. So he was telling me that, now the whole world outside wants. So everybody cannot come to a place like Prashanti. So बाहर के दुनिया में भी आपका सेवा करना जरूरत है. So you should start something. He was inspiring me that I should start something. So I got a beautiful place. I never had a single penny because all that I was doing as a Jeevan Vritti. I given my whole life for the Kendra, and there's no earning. And I told you everything is taken care, so we don't have to, go out. Samaj, social workers, they take all my even the kapda which I wear, someone gifts, everything is taken care, so you don't have
लवली
to
लवली
worry. So I came out with a single penny. People today they think a lot, oh, without money कुछ भी नहीं चलता है, ऐसा नहीं है. I came out to Bangalore city. I don't know where I would have my next meal.
गजब
I didn't even have a 10 rupee to have a cup of tea.
वाह
But I knew lots and lot of people.
वाह
I knew a lot of people. So depending on those good souls who would support, you know, I came. And this is the place where this Adhyatma Yoga is located today. One of my students, Shravan, he had started a studio. He calls studio. I don't call studio. I call it a shala. These young people, they call a studio.
जी जी
Right?
जी
Sir, I started studio. I asked, which photo studio? No, yoga studio. Then when I know it's people call this as yoga studio and all. I came and saw here. It's in a beautiful place, just opposite to a Hanuman temple. And I am very familiar with this environment. And he said, "Bhaiya, this is yours." He has started. I came for the inauguration. In fact, I came to inaugurate it, and he said, "It is yours." ये आपका ही है. मैं बोला क्या बोल रहे तुम? नहीं, मैं स्टार्ट करने के लिए कोशिश करके सब किया है. अभी मुझे एक फॉरेन अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला है. इससे वो ज्यादा अच्छा है. मेरे पेरेंट्स आर हैप्पी विद दैट, सो आई वांट टू गो.
वाह
इतना सारे ही हैज वेल फर्निश्ड एट एवरीथिंग, सो मैं कैसे इसको छोड़ के जाऊंगा, देन आई गॉट टू नो दैट यू वांटेड टू स्टार्ट समथिंग. सो ये आपके लिए यू कैन. एंड ही हैड गिफ्टेड सम अदर स्टूडियो. ऐसा अगर मैं यहाँ स्टार्ट करके कुछ कर रहा तो मैं नाम चेंज कर लेता हूँ. ये स्टूडियो वगैरह मुझे सूट नहीं होता है. मैं कुछ अध्यात्म रिलेटेड कुछ रहता हूँ. आप कुछ भी करो भैया, ये आपके लिए. So then I kept this Adhyatma Yoga because Dr. Ramchandra Bhatt, our Vice Chancellor at SVASA, he used to always tell there is a lot of yoga chikitsa, yoga therapy everywhere. But Adhyatma Yoga, spirituality in yoga is missing. So Guruji,
जी
aapko ye karna hai. He used to remind me again and again. Then I had met Puja Swami Dayanand Saraswati then. He also had, I suggested him that I want to start this. I was wanting to start with this name, Adhyatma Yoga. He was also very happy. He had blessed me. 2 years before this only, he had blessed me this name. That was the coincidence. And my, again, spiritual guru, Shri Anna, I call him Krishna Premi Maharaj is, we call him Shri Anna.
अन्ना
He had written a beautiful book called Adhyatma Bharatam. It's about the cultural Indian history, the tradition of India. A beautiful book which inspired me a lot, Adhyatma Bharatam. So these Adhyatma Bharatam, Adhyatma Yoga, these were very, for me, it was very soulful,
नियर
these
टू
names.
हाँ नियर टू हर्ट हाँ
So I took this Adhyatma Bharatam, Adhyatma Yoga, and Adhyatma Bharatam for all the spiritual and social activities, and the yogic activity, yoga teaching, teachers training, Adhyatma Yoga. And Adhyatma Bharatam, Adhyatma Yoga, together it became Abhaya. If I would have another book, which would show that the short form,
Beautiful.
Adhyatma Bharatam, Adhyatma Yoga, Abhaya means fearless. Swami
Fearless.
Vivekananda said fearlessness, Abhihi is the essence of the whole of our Upanishad, Vedanta. Sri Rama in Valmiki Ramayana, he says, Abhayam Sarva Bhudebhyaha Dadam Yatatam. I give Abhaya to all the souls who come to me. Even one day they surrender to me, I take care of them. Krishna also in the Gita says, Abhayam Tattva Samshuddhihi. Sattva Samshuddhihi. So Abhayam, he also talks of Abhaya. So it like this concept, Adhyatma Bharatam, Adhyatma Yoga. So we started this maybe officially from 2016. A small trust was registered and the activity started. And again, I didn't know even how much. It was a heavy rent, the place where I was there, 40,000 monthly pay karna. Shravan had told me that I would take care of that, but I didn't want to, depend on anyone trouble. So you see, my June, Yoga Day was coming closer. 2016 ka Yoga Day was coming closer. I announced a free camp. And because some people, around 30 people, 40 people came. And I think 10 days or something, I took the class. End of it, I said, if you want to continue, we'll keep our fees and then we will run this. So like this, I announced. They were all very happy. They said, so immediately, मुझे तो कितना उस समय पे 30,000 पे करना था. अब 30 लोग आए थे, हर एक 1,000 दे दिया. उसी महीने का रेंट इवन विदाउट डिपेंडिंग ऑन श्रवण मैंने पे कर दिया और इस बिल्डिंग का कुछ एडवांस था, मेरे भाई उसके लिए हेल्प किया. सो ऐसा कुछ स्टार्ट हो गया धीरे धीरे से. I started with lot of training teachers here, and with Dr. Nidhi we started the prenatal yoga training, first of its kind, when this was not at all spoken. We had Dr. Shamantakamani Narendra who had done the research on it, but a structured course was not there. So I saw what is not there we should give.
Exactly.
जो कुछ ऑलरेडी लोग बहुत करते हैं उसका करने का जरूरत नहीं है, जो नहीं है उसको ही हम करेंगे. That is the आदेश given by Dr. Venkat Ram for me. So we started this prenatal yoga sessions, Garbha Vidya program we started with Dr. Nidhi here, and a lot of yoga teachers were coming and doing it. And I had a speciality of creating a kind of humorous or fun way of teaching yoga, जिसको क्रीडा योगा कहते हैं.
जी हाँ, मैं देखा आपका
for
सेशन.
Kendra Pulskar also. And Mohanji, who was our mentor in SVASA, he used to teach us a lot of wonderful songs and all for children. So I had involved yogic asanas for these songs, some playway method games, and even for example, even if you sing a bhajan गाते गाते हो ही आसन करते हैं. So आसन करना भी आसान हो जाता है, इजी हो
आसान हो
जाता
जाता है.
है,
जी
आसान हो
जी,
जाता है.
ये बहुत ही बढ़िया भक्ति योग का, जैसे आप बहुत ही बढ़िया अच्छे उदाहरण है. बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है आपके साथ जो भक्ति योग को आपने बहुत ही सुंदर कर्म योग में जोड़ा है, बहुत ही अच्छे से. तो बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे आज बात करके, इतनी सुंदर तरीके से सेवा वृत्ति के रूप में योग को, जो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन जिसका करना चाहिए था उसी का ही किया है. योग स्टैंडर्ड से परे है. तो योग को भक्ति योग कर्म योग के माध्यम से जो आप कर रहे हैं भैया, वी फील सो ब्लेस्ड टू हैव यू इन ऑल आवर योगा कम्युनिटी. सो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है
So
आपसे
we
आज.
started, this like this different programs. What my thing was, I already by then being at SVASA and even at Adhyatma Yoga, I was there for Yoga Bharati with Aguramji for a year or so. So more than 5,000 yoga teachers I had trained by then.
Wow.
I have a list of each of every teacher I have touched. So it was 5,000 teachers. So इतना सारे teachers already है, उनको कैसा आगे empower करेंगे? Instead of doing the same basic 1, 2, 3, so they are already here. From here to ahead, how we? That was the aim of Adhyatma Yoga. So a lot of spiritual retreats. So then I started Yoga Yatra, as you were
योग
saying.
यात्रा जी.
We have wonderful places where yoga has emerged. Yoga is not restricted to studio or yoga mats. Yoga started from the Himalayas, started from Rishikesh, started from Gangotri, started from Kanyakumari. Started from various these Mahatmas, wherever they were there, yogis. So we should visit the places of these yogis
जी जी.
and experience yoga there. Yoga again in the full sense, again asana, of course, pranayama, dhyan, even bhakti yoga. अगर किसी महात्माओं ने ज्ञान योग से बहुत बड़े हैं, क्रिया योग, सारे ट्रेडिशन का एक्सप्लोर करना है. You can call it yoga on the wheels,
जी
yoga
जी,
yatra.
बहुत
So we
बढ़िया
started
बहुत बढ़िया.
yoga yatra with all our yoga teachers. अब तक बहुत सारे yoga yatra हमने theme based किए हैं. जैसा Yogamitra, मैंने ना, there are people who are doing individually in their own aspect. everyone are busy in doing their own, yogic teachings. There is a wonderful organization called Youth for Seva, with which I'm connected. There's an organization called Yuva Brigade, Disha Bharat. These are all wonderful
बहुत ही
organizations by
सुंदर।
great souls. I'm connected with all of them. So when I saw their volunteering was very much there in those things. तो योगा टीचर्स अभी क्या हो गया, मैंने बोला था ना, पैशन के बिना प्रोफेशनल जब हो गया, दौड़ रहे हैं पीछे पीछे, आवरली कैलकुलेट कर कर, थोड़ा कुछ सेवा भी योगा से होना है.
बहुत जरूरी
So
है।
Yogamitra kind of opportunity we started in a before COVID as a community where you do your teachings regularly, day to day. You do your own yoga teachings, and अगर हफ्ते में 1 घंटे आप कुछ सेवा के लिए दे सकते हैं, या अगर रोज, कुछ लोग हैं हाउस वाइफ, आई नो मेनी हाउस वाइफ हु डन देयर योगा सर्टिफिकेशन कोर्स किए हैं, सर्टिफिकेट है, क्वालिफाइड है, बहुत अच्छे भी करा सकते हैं, बट घर पे चुपचाप बैठे हैं,
जी
घर के काम
जी
कर.
जी जी।
तो यस आई नो यू विल बी इंपॉर्टेंट, हाउस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, बट अगर 1 आवर आप दे दो, आपको भी रिफ्रेशिंग हो जाता है, समाज के लिए
बहुत ही
कुछ
सुंदर
फायदा होता
विचार
है.
है। जी जी, ये बहुत ही
So like
सुंदर विचार
that,
है।
connecting with different NGOs and making them to do some seva. So karma yoga aspect, karma yoga vishishyate. That is how we started this Yogamitra. And during the COVID, Yogamitra have done amazing work. You see in this group there are more than
जी,
400-500
ब्यूटीफुल
teachers who are there
ब्यूटीफुल ग्रुप, यस भैया।
from all over India. In fact, पहले तो ज्यादा लोग बैंगलोर से है. अभी तो कोविड के टाइम पे even from all places they got connected. And
ब्यूटीफुल।
we had every day we were teaching 5,000 normal people, some were
जी,
COVID victims.
रेगुलर आप लोग के जो सेशंस चलते हैं, इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल कम्युनिटी। मैं देखती रहती हूँ आपके पोस्ट, मैं चाहूंगी अपने व्यूवर
बहुत
से भी
सारे,
आप
in
भी
fact,
जुड़े।
there's a
हाँ
wonderful, there's a beautiful lady called Garima. I have not even seen her.
जी।
आप देखते हुए हर रोज कैसा वो, उनसे भी आप इंटरव्यू करना है
जी
एक बार.
प्लीज, हाँ ये मेरे को करना
गरिमा
है उनसे
करके वो
इंटरव्यू।
राजस्थान में
हाँ,
रहते हैं.
अच्छा।
मैंने खुद उनसे, आई हैव नॉट सीन हर फेस टू फेस, बट शी हैज बीन, इवन नो आई हैव टोल्ड हर, बेटी कम ऑन, इसको हम बंद कर लेंगे, अभी तो ये नॉर्मल सी हो गया, कोविड का ये हो गया, अभी फ्री में क्यों करना है, लेट टीचर्स अर्न थिंग. बट शी इज नॉट स्टॉपिंग इवन टुडे. She is with determined thing, in spite of her family, everything, she has been running.
हाँ,
Like many, all women were the main drivers of that. हर like स्कूल जैसा चलता है ना, सुबह 4 बजे
जी
से रात तक,
जी।
सेशन वाइज, हर एक भाषा में, तमिल भाषा, तेलुगु भाषा, कन्नड़ भाषा, हिंदी भाषा, मलयालम, हर एक भाषा में
बहुत
हर
ही
एक
सुंदर।
सेशन. बहुत सारे टीचर्स got benefited out of it. We could do wonderful seva. So Yogamitra has been a connecting platform for all
बहुत ही
teachers.
सुंदर, बहुत
So
ही
when I was
सुंदर।
doing this, I thought, no, okay, we are doing in a small way. अगर इसको बहुत अच्छे से करना है तो ऑलरेडी आई वॉज पार्ट ऑफ द IYA गुरुजी व्हेन स्टार्टेड, आई वॉज इन्वॉल्व, बट बीच में मैं ज्यादा उसमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं हुआ था. तो मुझे लगता था इसको और ठीक तरह से करना है तो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, उसमें हम जुड़ जाते हैं. So I came back to IYA, got involved. Then Guruji advised me. Thanks to my friend Ravi Tumuluri, all who made me Madhavji, all those they requested me. Subodh Tiwari ji, who is our dynamic General Secretary, the CEO of Kaivalyadam. So under all their guidance, I took up the secretaryship of Karnataka, and to see that how we can empower. I told you, my goal was
बहुत
to
ही
empower the
सुंदर।
yoga teachers. It is not about how I will, fill my pocket. I don't have a pocket at all. So it is about how we
नहीं, बट
empower
इट्स
the
ब्यूटीफुल
yoga
थिंग।
teachers community, and still we are still understanding. Actually, it's a very vast area. How we can make it better and better, better and better. So that is why IYA is very much involved. Through this platform, through Dr. Monika's this podcast, I appeal, kind of welcome all yoga teachers, to be a professional member of the IYA. If you're running a center, your center can be an associate center. Today, what has happened? All the money in yoga is going to US,
हम्म।
Yoga Alliance, or the IAYT. No doubt, they brought a lot of wonderful structuring, everything they have done this thing. But yoga is Bharat's.
जी जी,
This
हमारा
is
है
the
ये। हाँ
this is the
हाँ।
Janma Bhoomi of yoga. Whole world can take, no doubt. गंगा का पानी सबके लिए है, बट गंगा उत्पत्ति होता है गंगोत्री से, राइट? सो योगा सारे विश्व का, इस साल का जो योगा डे का थीम है, योगा फॉर वन अर्थ वन हेल्थ.
वन
सो
है।
सारे अर्थ का, सारे दुनिया का, विश्व का योगा, विश्व के कल्याण के लिए योगा. बट योगा का जन्म स्थान, जन्मभूमि, मातृस्थान है भारत. So that we should not forget. So when it's connected to the roots, then fruits can be better,
Exactly. It's so
right?
beautiful.
So therefore, the IYA is doing such a wonderful job.
जी
It
जी
is the one authentic institution, common body of all yoga traditions, all yoga masters, all yoga paramparas. It's a very many people ask me
बहुत
क्या
ही
मिलते हैं
सुंदर.
क्या क्या मिलते हैं हम आईवाईएस से मेंबर होने से अगर 1,000 रुपया देना
नहीं
है
नहीं
बस
नहीं,
1,000 रुपया
बहुत
देने के
अच्छा
लिए
है
आप
जी.
एक बार मॉल जाके आने से 10,000 खर्च हो जाता है एक मूवी देख के आने से 2-3 हजार खर्च हो जाता है आजकल का
जी नहीं,
पॉपकॉर्न ही
बहुत
500 रुपए की
जरूरी है.
मिलते हैं।
एक कहते हैं ना भैया, संगठन ही शक्ति है. तो संगठन शक्ति बिल्कुल इंडियन योगा एसोसिएशन जैसे ही बना था, मैं भी उसकी लाइफ मेंबर हूँ. और बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जो मेल्स आते हैं, जो लोग प्रमोट करते हैं और अपने आप को. और ये कहता है ना कि एक होना चाहिए पैटर्न मेंबर एक अपने आप में. तो ये कंट्रोल फैकल्टी बहुत अच्छी है और आप लोग इतना अच्छा वर्क कर रहे हैं. और मेरी योगा पॉडकास्ट की भी यही सोल है कि रील की रील्स वाले योगा टीचर नहीं, हमको जो रियल वाले योगा टीचर हैं, जो इतने अच्छे कर्म योगी, भक्ति योगी जो हमको मिल रहे हैं, उसी से योगा पॉडकास्ट बहुत ही ब्लेस्ड है. सो वी फेल्ट सो ब्लेस्ड. तो अब इस कंक्लूजन में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे, इस कंक्लूड में थोड़ा सा.
One is, I would say, for yoga teachers, if I want to say for the yoga teachers as such who are there, as I said, yoga is an ocean. So we are just taking bath in the waves. Let's try to go deeper. For that sadhana is very much important. Swadhyaya is very much important. Swadhyaya means the Shastra Adhyayana under the guidance of a competent master. We should always be inclined to a master. Even now, in this maybe half an hour, 1 hour, I have spoken to you. I have remembered all my teachers to the best of the extent possible. Right? Today's trend is they don't have, they all think that they are swayambhus. अपने आप ऐसा फायदा हो जाता है ऐसा. माँ के बिना जन्म नहीं है,
नहीं
गुरु के
होता,
बिना ज्ञान नहीं है.
ज्ञान नहीं है.
So whomsoever, you know, you try to, get affiliated to a kind of a parampara, a teacher, even at least be Ekalavya. Even Ekalavya on his own he learned, but he used, Dronacharya as a medium for that. So even you could learn from the YouTube or you can learn from the books, but go to source. That is one thing what I would say. So don't stop your knowledge only with few practices. Try to deepen, and uske liye adding yoga philosophy will help. So we should be open to that, and following a parampara, following a teacher, acknowledging the parampara. आजकल ऐसी गुरु परंपरा, गुरु पूर्णिमा होता है तो it's not about celebrating yourself. Guru prakashayet. You find out where your guru is. Go and worship your guru. Not just worshiping the guru, but bringing the teaching to life. That is very important. So that is one thing what I would say. And also in your rat race of earning is very much required. Grihasthas, I don't deny that. और ज्यादा पैसा कमाए तो हम जैसा साधु लोग को डोनेशन भी करा दो, कुछ सेवा में हो जाता है.
जी जी
So we
जी
run, I run an ashram called Bhakti Yoga Peetam where it
जी
is
जी.
free of charge.
बिल्कुल,
We
हम
do a
यही
lot of.
कहेंगे कि कमेंट बॉक्स में हम उसका लिंक भेजते हैं ताकि जितने लोग हो सके कि योग की कम्युनिटी को बहुत अच्छे से हेल्प करें. तो आपका भी हम सोशल मीडिया लिंक हम उसमें मेंशन करना चाहेंगे.
Yes.
और कमेंट बॉक्स में जिस पे भी हो, कि बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं,
So
जैसे कहते
earn
हैं.
money no doubt, but अगर हफ्ते में 1 घंटा 1 आवर पास में एक गवर्नमेंट का स्कूल हो सकता है, वहां जाके फ्री में कुछ सिखा दो. या कुछ स्लम है, ओल्ड एज होम है, सीनियर सिटीजन होम है, wherever possible, it could be a government hospital. Go and share your yoga therapy knowledge there. So the yoga, it's required for everyone. कोई नहीं बोल सकते हमें योगा नहीं चाहिए, बोल नहीं सकते हैं.
जी जी जी
तो
जी.
हर किसी को, शिशु से पशु तक सबके लिए योगा चाहिए. सो यू कैन गो एंड डू 1 आवर, हफ्ते में 1 आवर. इसमें मैं कैलकुलेशन नहीं करता हूँ, मुझे क्या मिलता है उसमें नहीं देखता हूँ, मैं कैसा दे सकता
दे
हूँ.
सकता हूँ वो दे. बहुत
हमारा
ही
प्रार्थना
सुंदर.
होते हैं, जीवने यावदा दानम
दानम
स्यात् प्रदानम तदोति.
तो दिखाऊं.
वॉट एवर आई, हाउ मच आई कैन डू, मुझे इतना ही होता है बस नहीं. आपको जितना होता है उससे थोड़ा और आगे
और ज्यादा
कोशिश
करें.
करो. ऐसा एक सेवा करो, एक स्वाध्याय आपका बहुत अच्छा इंपॉर्टेंट है, सेवा अच्छा है. ऐसा हम करने से हमारा योग जीवन योगमय जीवन हो जाता है।
बहुत ही सुंदर, बहुत ही सुंदर। थैंक यू सो मच शुभू भैया, बहुत अच्छा लगा। वी फील सो ब्लेस्ड टू हैव यू ऑन आवर पॉडकास्ट। व्यूवर से भी रिक्वेस्ट है, आपके जो भी क्वेश्चंस हो, कुछ कंफ्यूजन्स हो, आप आराम से कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं। हम भैया के सारे लिंक्स भेजेंगे ताकि आप आराम से भैया से कनेक्ट कर पाए। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you. In fact, I think it's more than a year when Omkar introduced me about Dr. Monica. I have been seeing all her thing. So, which I was feeling, what is there to share? So, I was recommending her many other teachers. Both Saram, I was very happy to see many of my
जी
friends, many of my brothers and sisters, students who
जी
are coming.
जी जी
I felt there is much more needed exposure for other people. So I felt that is more important. And anyhow, today she could catch hold of me. Thank you so much. And
थैंक यू सो मच।
more and more people to come. That's a wonderful thing. That's what I did last, I think, 2 or 3 years back when we had the COVID thing. I started a series called Copy with Yogi with all these
जी
masters.
जी जी, अरे भैया इन
So that
सब
is very
मास्टर से
important.
मेरे को भी अब हमारा योगा पॉडकास्ट अब आगे आगे और बढ़ते रहेंगे। आज इस बार योगा डे पर आपका है। नेक्स्ट हम देखिए कोशिश करेंगे कि हमारा इन्हीं सबसे मैनिफेस्ट हो पाए। सबसे हम योगा पॉडकास्ट जितने भी योग गुरु हैं जो रियल में योग की जर्नी में है, सबको हम जोड़ पाए और सबकी जर्नी लोगों तक बता पाए। यही हमारी मतलब कोशिश है, और बाकी भगवान की कृपा रहेगी। बिल्कुल आप लोगों की कृपा है। तो बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you. All the best for all of you. Once again, I wish a wonderful 11th International Day of Yoga for all my yoga mitras.
थैंक यू।